Hi, Capricorns. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a general reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This was a viewer request that I do some general readings. So we're going to call in our spirit guides, see what they have for you, for some messages. What does your guides want you to know at this time? So let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Spirit, please share with me for my Capricorns. What is it that you need them to know at this time? What is it that you want them to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have tears of joy and sadness. Okay, so I'm going to say, first of all, taking a good look at yourself with the reflection, but it was more of this feeling of it's okay to feel your feelings, no matter what they are, happy, mad, sad, glad. I feel that sometimes we hold in our emotions, and I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing for us. Sometimes maybe we just need to let those tears flow for a few minutes and release whatever that emotion is, good, bad, or ugly, So maybe Spirit's just reminding you that it's okay to feel what you're feeling at any given time, allow yourself to feel. Give in to the passion. Give into something that you're passionate about. Give into something that lights your fire. There's a sense of something within me that, I love doing, such and such, or when I'm working on something, that's when I'm in my element. When I'm with certain people, that's when I'm with my element. When I'm practicing my music, when I'm singing my music, if you have some kind of talent, but it lights the fire within you. And I feel like Spirit wants you to do more and more of that, whatever it is that makes you tick, so to speak. What makes you feel your best? What do you love to do? Things like that. I have the sun and the stars. They're saying seeing things clearly. Okay, so you can see the little cat, everything's magnified right now for some reason. There's a sense of looking around you. Maybe they're just trying to show you how fulfilled your life is, or all that you have, just a sense of kind of, I don't know, just an overall gratitude. I'm going to say it that way. But for some reason, something is becoming magnified to you. And it could be your purpose. It could be, I want to spend more time on myself, doing something very specific. And I've got to really focus on that. So let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. I have a sun. You have some kind of new beginning happening for just you. Good. After a change, okay, you're deciding to make the change. You're deciding. I have a 6 of Cups. I feel like it's something you've always wanted to do. And I have a 2 of Pentacles. This is coming into me as just deciding on how to figuring it out. How do I pay for it? How do I put time into it? How do I make it happen? So for example, I want to sell the house I have and I want to move into something different. Maybe I got to go back and forth with the finances for a while. I got to kind of figure things out. I got to make some big decisions. So maybe it's something that you've been wanting to do. This is change is coming, and I'm not feeling like it's in a bad way. I feel like it's your choice. Okay. I feel like you choose to change. Okay. Or this change is a choice. Okay. Is your choice. And it's something that maybe you've been wanting to do for a while. Maybe you want to change jobs. Maybe you want to try something new. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to join a club, organization, something that it's a change for you. So I don't feel like I said, I don't feel like it's something coming in and something's being taken away from you. I feel like you're adding something to your life. Okay. So something that this is something that I want to add to my life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person or a relationship. Okay. It could be something that you want to do for you. Spirit, please share with me. I have strength. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I have a 4 of Cups. And I have an 8 of Wands. So the first thing that came into me was you definitely have the power to make it happen. Okay. You're going to buckle down. All right. Let's just say you wanted to start a home-based business. I want to go out on my own. I want to be more financially secure. I want to work out of my house, something like that. You have the strength, you have the power, you have the ability. You're going to have to put in the time. You're going to have to put in the time and the effort. And you know that Spirit's saying. You're wondering, am I going to be any happier? And I think that happens to a lot of us, you know, like, am I going to be happier doing something like that than where I am now? Or am I going to be lonely working for myself or working by myself all day long? Or I won't be able to motivate myself somehow, or won't be able to make the kind of money that I need to make. I do feel like those are all the things that are crossing somebody's mind, but it's a dream, Spirit's saying. So it's something that you would love to do is how I feel. It's a dream. And, you know, you can make your dreams come true. It just takes a little while. I have a 4 of Wands at the bottom of my deck, and I have a Magician. And I also have this 8 of Swords. So you could change your life pretty quickly here. You know, I'm going to go with the 4 of Wands just in a sense because I use the home. This feels like a new home to me. It feels like I have the ability either, you know, take on a home and gut it and rebuild it, you know, redecorate it. I want a larger home. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. I'm going to have to work my magic to make it happen. But I feel like it's a new home in some way. So somebody out there is either buying a new home or taking an existing home that they have and doing some kind of a big project, you know, of some kind. So I do feel like it's some kind of move, they're saying, and it's something having to do with your physical home. So there could be changes within your home. Could be just a decorating project. It could be I want to gut my bedroom. I want to paint a room. It could be I got to clean out all my closets. It could be something like that. But whatever it is, it's something that you feel like I need to do, or it's fulfilling to me in some way. And it's something that I just have been thinking I should do. All right, let's see. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want my Capricorns to know? I have guidance, seeking guidance. Okay, this kind of the bright star and kind of following this path towards that and listening. They're saying, looking for the signs. Okay, if the signs are saying, I want you to do this, or every time you comes up in conversations with different people, and it's like, that's so crazy. You just said that. I've been thinking about that all the time. I just keep seeing visuals of things. I keep daydreaming, or I keep dreaming of something that I've been wanting to do. It's almost like it's here, it's real. So I do feel like this path is kind of being guided. Okay, it's like a little bit of a divine intervention that they are going to hold your hand through the process or make it happen. You know, it's the person who wants to buy the house and there's a lot of competition, and you hope they take your bid. You know, it's that kind of a feeling, and I feel like you're being guided. So that's okay. Whatever's meant to be. Ingenuity, being unique, being genuine. Okay. Trusting yourself, relying on yourself. They're saying that there's a part of me there's that kind of internal flame. This lights my fire. So there's something going on in you that says, this is something I really want to do. Maybe you just want to have a significant change in your life. You know, sometimes a move, sometimes a relationship, sometimes a change of job. Maybe you're just ready for a significant shift, you know, and it's not happening naturally. So maybe you're like, you know what, I'm going to shift my own energy. I'm just going to pick up and move. You know, I'm going to go and move somewhere where I want to live. I'm going to go and move to be closer to my sister or my parents again, or whatever it is. But it's a feeling of a genuine energy that you feel like it's something you're supposed to be doing right now. That feels good. Exhilaration. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the thought. I'm excited about the potential. There's a sense of potential happening around you. So sometimes when we pick ourselves up and we just make that change, and it's a change that we decide to go back to school. We decide to change careers. We decide that, like I said, we want to do something around the house, or we want to renovate a project, or, you know, it's a change. And it's exciting because it's something new to think about. It's something new to work on. And it's something that you've been wanting to do is how it feels. So maybe not necessarily today, but maybe you'll start planning, you know, maybe the year ahead or into next year, you'll start planning, you know, what it is that it feels like it's a pretty big change in your life. Spirit, please share with me. You're headed in the right direction. Ask which way to go and take the steps to get there. You have options. You're always in emotion, and you have amazing potential. And then look at this beautiful kind of, it's not only steps, but it's a path. It's kind of like this beautiful path, you know, just going up and out into those clouds. So you're headed in the right direction. Sometimes we need to hear that. Sometimes we just need to know everything's going to be okay. Like we're not going down the wrong path, or we made a wrong decision or something like that. But no, you're headed in the right direction. Good. Even your thoughts of this change, like if you're asking yourself, like, should I even be thinking about something like this? I feel like even just the thoughts are headed in the right direction. That's okay. It's a wise decision. Get advice before taking any more action. Okay. Wait, plan, counsel, ask friends. Okay. If, you know, somebody who you admire their opinion, run it by them. What do you think if I were to go back to school? What do you think if I were to sell this house and buy a different house? You know, so, you know, just something that is in a conversation. You ultimately have the decision, but it's a feeling of, it's nice to have somebody say, yeah, I think that's a good choice too. I would do that if I was you. You know, it's nice to have that feedback. Spiritual gifts, using your intuitive talents brings rewards, purpose, alignment. I want to do more with my spiritual gifts. That could be what you're asking Spirit for right now, that I love what I do, but I would love to move in the direction where I'm helping others, or I would love to move in the direction where there is, I feel more fulfilled. Okay. Something that really lights my fire. And they're saying something that's magnified. So maybe your spiritual strengths, or your abilities, or your intuitiveness is coming out and shining right now, but it is a sense of something is being magnified within you that's almost calling to you or asking you to make this change. And, you know, sometimes it's just the right time. You know, you're at a place in your life where you say, you know, change is good. And I think this would be a good change for me. You know, people who retire early and then maybe try a different career for a little while, you know, something like that. But it feels like I just want to kind of move my energy in a different direction. I just feel like it's time. So that could be going on. Let's see what the messages are. Learn new things. It will help you in the future. Some of you may want to take a class, a course, you know, get some coaching, mentoring, learn something. You will be surrounded by people with different agendas. It may scare you away, but fight it. You got this. No matter what your choice, it's your choice. Okay, everybody gets to pick what path they want to be on, where they want to put their time, where they want to live, who they want to live with, the types of relationships they want to be in. So you got this. Nobody else gets to decide but you. So just remember that. Be careful who you take advice from. So maybe there's somebody out there that, you don't let them think about what you should be doing. There's people that you can trust, and there's people that maybe their opinion isn't going to help. So keep that in mind as well. And then I have, you're stepping into your highest divine life path. I love that. Look at this, arms wide open. So yeah, maybe you're at a stage in your life where you have fulfilled some basic needs. I've raised kids. I've worked my whole life. I've done well for others. And now it's a time for you to spread your wings and check out this divine path that Spirit has for you. I love this. I love this. It's exactly what we've been talking about this whole reading. So let's put this out into the universe. How beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words, your comments. I appreciate them all. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also a reminder, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I have a Pick a Card channel, and I have a Twin Flame Soulmate channel. You may be interested in those readings as well, and the link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed your general reading today, and we'll see you again real soon.